The last year was maybe kind of a frustrating year for you in terms of results. I guess what did you take out of the stretch of fights that you had?
Man, last year was crazy. I lost 2 fights. I lost a lot of family members. I lost a lot of things. So that's the past, right? The only thing I can think of now is just redemption. Climbing back up towards I once was, back to the top.
That's fantastic. You were supposed to compete in November. I don't think we ever heard what was going on. I hate to bring it up. It sounds like you have lost. Did that have anything to do with it, or what happened in November?
Yeah, I mean, despite everything, everybody's going through something. So November, what happened was I was still injured from my fight, and I had messed up my hand and knee. And going into the weeks, I'm like, everything's feeling good. And then I was walking and my leg locked up, and it kept locking up my left knee. So I didn't know what was going on. And then I ain't going to sit here and talk about nobody's fights, but I've seen a couple of fights. The heavyweights with Cyril Gane, his knee. Calvin Kattar, his knee. And then there was another fight with his knee, and it was like a sign or like somebody telling me, like, bro, get that checked out. So I went and got it therapied and like checked out and made sure everything was good. They made me do some movements that the knee wouldn't usually adjust to make sure I was good. And they were just like, it's probably a little tweaked. Just take your time with it and continue doing what you're doing.
Nice. Was that a tough decision to make, to kind of have to, put the fighting on hold for a little while to heal up? Or did you know, like, no, this is not good?
I mean, I guess there's the health thing. Like, I seen something with the UFC before with Dana White last year. A fighter went into a fight injured, and his coach knew he was injured or something, and they got in trouble for it. I don't want that outcome for my team.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, the matchup stayed together. Did that matter to you at all? Did you care that the fight was rescheduled or not?
Come on, man. The Mendenfield fight was scheduled 3 times. So it's like I'm good. As long as I'm fighting, I'm fine. I don't even care the opponent. As you've seen, I took 2 last-minute short-notice fights. That's what I'm here for, to fight.
I love it. What do you think about the matchup itself? Is there anything stylistically that he presents that's challenging, or anything enticing about the matchup itself?
Well, as you know, you've been interviewing me since 2019. You know I don't research my opponents. So I don't know what he's bringing to the table. I just know what I'm bringing to the table. And I let my actions do the talking.
You talk about, like, not researching opponents. Is that just like a mental thing? Like, you don't want to know? Like, has anybody ever said, you should watch some tape, man? Or do you think it's just better not to focus on them?
A lot of people, they tell me that, a real fighter watches their opponent, study their opponent. I'm like, if a real fighter would study themselves, like if you see me watch a fight, I'm researching myself, see what things I did wrong so I can fix them. Because at the end of the day, a hybrid fighter, I call them hybrids now. They're not one-trick ponies like they used to be. We're hybrids with 4, 5, 7 different styles of martial arts. One would assume that this person would come back fighting the same. That's not the case in today's day. Every fighter is looking to improve. And if I'm looking for something on their last fight, I'm sadly mistaken. So I let my coach do what he needs to do, and then he trains me accordingly.
Love it. Makes sense. Last thing for me, Redemption Tour, I guess, gets started on Saturday. I mean, what do you see for yourself? Like, what are the goals that you want to take care of this year?
Man, I want to fight at least 3 times. But I'm not going to sit here and hold you. I'm going to be truthful. Carlos Umberg, Adesanya's teammate, he beat an opponent that I lost 2 years ago, which to me is still controversy to me because I felt like there was an early stoppage. I wasn't hurt or nothing. The second he beat this guy, he started running his mouth on Twitter. He tagged me in some shit. And to be realistic, that fight needs to happen. So after Saturday, I'm going to run through this guy. That's who I'm after. He ran his mouth, and he needs to put his money where his mouth is. I'm here for that fight because when I called him out, it wasn't, it's June, it's this. Now he caught a little W, and now he want to run his mouth. I'm ready for it.
Hey, William. When are people in your Instagram comments going to stop talking shit about your muscles and say you're not all natty?
Like my coach said, man, all bad and good things don't mean it's bad and good. Like, you can't please everybody. And that's what I was in my head about a lot, a people pleaser. And once I let that go, the burden and the weight on my shoulders just, I feel like I could just do anything, and it's good or bad. If it's good, people are going to support you. If it's bad, you're doing something right because they're watching.
What's your bench at right now?
Do I have to tell you guys?
Please.
It's 455. I'm repping out 455. I'm not going to sit here and hold you. I'm not going to lie.
You savage.